It was earlier this afternoon. Superintendent Marty Pollio outlined his recommendations that students start returning to the classrooms, go back to those school buildings in mid-March. He also outlined safety protocols so that the 7 JCPS school board members are informed enough to vote on reopening the state's largest school district, possibly tonight. WHAS 11's education reporter Rose McBride is live right now from the Van Hughes Education Center with highlights from that address this afternoon. Rose?
Dr. Pollio said he doesn't know exactly how the board is going to vote today. They've had disagreements and lots of discussions because there's really no blueprint for how this is supposed to go. But he did make a recommendation today suggesting that the youngest learners start in person March 17th, K through 2, and then 3rd through 5th would be just the next day, early childhood starting March 22nd, and middle and high school students would follow on April 5th on a hybrid schedule. But aside from the vote and the possible going back to school, we'll find out later today, Dr. Pollio also talked a little bit about some of the triumphs and troubles the district has faced in the past year.
There is no doubt about it. These past 11 months have been challenging.
2020 was the year seniors didn't get a graduation. They didn't get a prom. Sports seasons were canceled, and kids everywhere learned the meaning of Zoom. It was a tough one for JCPS, but also brought a learning opportunity for the district.
I believe every challenge is really just an opportunity to grow stronger and become even more bold.
50,000 Chromebooks were given to students, teaching them not only their school subjects, but also giving them a crash course in technology. 2020 was also the year the Kentucky Department of Education decided it did not need to put JCPS under state management.
In fact, auditors told us when they came back in the fall to review our work, it was like night and day from their first audit several years ago.
JCPS worked for nearly 2 years on correcting 276 items identified in earlier audits. The newest audit cites only 27 recommendations. Superintendent Dr. Marty Pollio also used the address to look forward, making public education more equitable by proposing a change to the student assignment program.
Our proposal calls for middle and high school students in West Louisville to have not one, but 2 choices in where they attend school. They would have the option to select a school close to home or a school in other parts of the community.
Under the new proposal, JCPS would build a new middle school and potentially a high school in West Louisville, making sure every child has a chance to grow up going to school in their own neighborhood. Now, this address was about 45 minutes long, so we'll have some more information about what was addressed during that speech on our website.